Yeah. Alright, it's your girl, Teesha. I'm gonna read a piece. This is part of my memoir called But Beneath the Laughter, the ancient Bronx concrete was already demanding its tribute. The muscle memory of trauma was running through my hands before I even realized what I was breaking. I grew up watching a violent theater between my mother and my father. When I was only 2 years old, my father tried to beat through our door with a heavy metal pipe in a blind rage. Because my mother finally moved on. I remember the hysterical terror. My mother carrying me through the screams, placing me on a glass table as we both wept from pure panic. By the time I was 5, the rage erupted again on a Sunday night. My mother attacked my father first over a scheduling dispute, and the screams reached a volume that made me completely blank out. I woke up to a horror movie, a pool of blood on the floor in my mother's face, badly beaten. That childhood terror taught me a dangerous lesson: strike first or become a victim. At 18, sitting LaShawn's project apartment, which sat on an 8th floor, I let that rage out. I punched my ex-sheriff right in his nose until he bled, feeling a dark twist of satisfaction at the sight of it years later. During our second attempt on my first apartment, the anger rose in me again as he sat on my bed. I walked right past Red, a man 8 years older than me who lived on Morrison Ave. Smacked the fire out the back of his head. He looked at me stunned, frozen, stunned, frozen, crying, froze me back, first, always for years of physical signature. When Caleb and I finally crossed into our own toxic loop, the very first time he laid a hand on me, it was a mirror reflection. He delivered the exact same smack to the back of my neck and I had given to Sharif years prior. We were two kids trapped in an ancestral echo chamber. Caleb was playing the part of the street player with his money up, and I was playing the part of a hyper-vigilant survivor, completely unaware that our hands were just repeating the violent choreography our parents had passed down to our bloodlines decades before. Generational curse breaker. This is part of my soul contract. The contract isn't just to survive the storm. It is to document the exit route so the bloodline never gets lost in that specific darkness again. Raw, chaotic spiritual warfare and organizing it into a map of freedom, because this story involves heavy trauma, PCP-induced psychosis, extreme violence, a final confession, from birth to death.
Left the pussy, took the marina, told my Serrano.